Mike.
All right, Talk Jimmy. That's my cue. I love this kind of stuff. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Reagan Hockey Summit at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough, Massachusetts. I am Jimmy Young, and I'm proud to be joined by two members of the Lincoln-Sudbury hockey team, both their coach, Tom Pear, and their captain, Ryan Dale. Guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, are you going to be able to... Good, I'll shake your hand.
All right.
I'll shake your hand, too. I like that. He looks me in the eye. This is good stuff. You guys train him right.
Yeah, that's why he has a letter on his shirt, right?
All right. So, if he talks, you have to push that microphone in front of his face so
Sounds
he can
good.
actually make
He's,
it. All right?
He's used to me doing these sort of
All
things,
right.
yeah.
Fair enough. Talk a little bit about next week's tournament, because you have a benefit tournament going on that I know MHL MyHockeyLive's involved with.
Oh, absolutely, yes. It's the third annual Scott Milley Foundation, the Warriors for Warriors and Patriots for Patriots game. It's Saturday the 13th. Our girls' game is at 3 o'clock, and the boys' varsity game is at 5:10. And again, like I said, it's the third annual, but it's for the Scott Milley Foundation. Scott was a student at LS. He was a hockey player. He was a captain at LS. And unfortunately, he lost his life in Afghanistan. And it's something that's near and dear to our heart as a community, as a hockey program. And it's really something that has touched us. And it was started by our captain 3 years ago, Jordan Dow. He was the brain trust behind this. It had nothing to do with the coaches, administration. He started the game, the concept. He talked to Carlisle coaches, their administration. So he really was the person behind all this. And it was something that just shows the character of some of the players that we have. Ryan shows these exact characteristics as Jordan did, why he's the senior captain, etc. So we're really excited about the game. I know the kids love playing in the game, and it's great to bring awareness to the Scott Milley Foundation.
Nice, I like that. Now give him the microphone so he can talk a little bit, because you've got your time.
Exactly.
No, you don't. You got it all out. You did a nice job, and of course tickets are available, and it goes to a great cause, and that's what you want. So Ryan, as a captain, a senior captain?
Yes, senior captain.
What does it mean to you to be part of something like this, and how does hockey play a role in this?
It's such an honor, and hockey, the whole school rallies around hockey. They love coming to the games, and I've never heard a bad thing about people coming. They love the atmosphere, and Scott loved hockey too. He's the captain, obviously he played, and it's just something that the community can really rally around and really support. And it's awesome.
And as a hockey player, this is one thing I've noticed about hockey players, hockey coaches, professionals, nicest guys to deal with. Nice people, because we have girls hockey too. I always forget that. What's the character? How do you build character through the game of hockey? Because this is obvious. There's a constant here in the sport. What is it about the game of hockey that brings out the character in a person and an athlete?
I think it's just hard work. Like going out to battle and showing your teammates that you're there for them and that you'll do anything for them. That mindset, I think, is really, really unique to hockey.
That's great. So now you can give it back to your coach. That was well done. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask you now, so is he a good player?
He's an unbelievable player, yes.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier about the high school hockey versus junior hockey.
Sure.
The road to a professional career, which we all know is always, less than 1% of every kid that plays hockey or any sport ever makes it to the pros, so it's a long shot. So the education to be developed at the same time is so important.
Exactly.
Which is the better path? High school or juniors?
Yeah,
and you play more games in juniors, I get that, but...
I'm obviously partial to the high school level.
Yep.
I love the atmosphere. I love the part of the community. You're a student athlete versus just an athlete. You play with kids you've grown up with. These guys have known each other for years, for decades. They've grown up playing together versus 20 different towns and kids just show up at the rink. Is that a team atmosphere? I don't know. I'm not in their locker room, so I don't really know. But at the same point, I know our locker room, and I know these guys will do anything for each other. They're part of a team. They're part of a family. They're part of their community, and that means something. And when a college coach talks to me about someone like Ryan, he's played in every situation. He's a leader. He's part of the culture here. So those are sort of things that college coaches really like. He dedicated himself to one team versus, are we good? If we're not going to be good, I'm going to go play junior. That doesn't sit very well with someone that says, all right, do you want to go around the door or you want to find a way through the door? So that's really, I believe, the difference between high school hockey and junior hockey. And I think the level's good as well. I think it's very competitive. And I think a lot of kids are coming back to the high school level. We actually have a couple of kids back from junior hockey this year. So I think it's speaking volumes as to where high school hockey is going, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
That's great. Give it back to the captain. Ryan, so who's been in touch with you, and do you feel like, kind of in the fishbowl a little bit your senior year? Because, you got a salesperson over here who's trying to sell you to these college coaches.
Oh yeah, it's been working out surprisingly well. The coaches have been helping me a lot, and I'm looking at doing a post-grad year next year.
Good.
And
only increase your chances for scholarship. Somebody's coaching you, right?
Yeah. But, and and the whole junior prep, like high school hockey thing, and I really just no-brainer for me. Prep, would be the best decision. Stay with the high school hockey atmosphere and the education, and
Where's the PG year going to go? Do you know where you're going to be next year? Post-grad?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at narrow down a few places. Phillips Exeter, I'm looking at Kimball Union and North Mount Herman.
Now, did they contact you and try and sell their program to you?
No,
or do they come to you and say, we want you to come, or how's that work?
I actually it was just reach out to them, and then they kind of show a lot of love back, and it's pretty simple.
Okay.
Lots more simple than I thought, really.
Okay, good. And you give the microphone back to the coach. And I think that PG year is something that a lot of kids don't take advantage of, because there are so many 17, 18-year-old people in high school that feel the pressure from mom, dad, or just the community in general. I have to go to college next year.
Yeah.
And I'm like saying to myself, you really don't.
No.
You can work for a year, you could take a post-grad year.
Sure.
If I had to do it again, I probably would have gone abroad, because I'm not 18 anymore. Sure. And I still haven't gone abroad.
You're not?
Let's just say. Okay, so I missed out. I probably could have, but I also moved into Tufts University on my 18th birthday when, the age was 18, if you catch my drift, guys. All right. Adult beverages. At that time, you were an adult and you got to have the beverages. Now you can't.
Exactly.
We can't do that
things
anymore.
have changed a little bit.
They
but,
have.
But I believe in the PG just because you're getting top-level education, another year of maturity, hockey-wise, social-wise, education-wise. So I think it's a great step for kids, especially in Ryan's case. Maybe just that next year of seasoning, I guess we can call it, for the lack of a better term, to play at the college level.
That's great. And of course, the college coaches are going to be looking both, I would guess, at the high school kids, but also at the PG hockey that's out there. Yeah. If you had to pick a school.
Out of those three?
Yeah. No, not the PG. I'm already got you graduated already, pal. I've already got you going to D1 hockey. I want to know, is there a Division I college hockey program out there that you look at and say, if I'm lucky enough to get there, I'd really like to go to BC, Northeastern, Harvard, Merrimack, all the hockey teams, UMass, who else? Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if we're being realistic, but BU, that's obviously like a dream, but I don't know, more realistically, maybe a lower end team. I don't know, like
D1.
Like Bentley, Holy Cross.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I played D3 sports and I was very happy. No, my professional career ended in Division III. I just want to say. And I turned to television for some reason, and it's been okay for 35 years. I'm not going to complain.
And noted there is all three are great schools.
Yes.
All three schools that you just mentioned are excellent schools, and like we were going back to the percentages of, even if you play D1 hockey, doesn't necessarily translate to the pros. Education always comes first for a student athlete, not the other way around. So, sorry.
Gotcha. Before you guys go, because we're going to actually bring in one of my young sportscasters in a minute.
Okay.
They've been covering other games in the other rinks.
Sure.
Because you guys are going to be out here. Let's see, I got that.
2:30.
2:30 against
Andover.
Andover. Okay.
Yes.
So I won't say anything about Andover, but I will tell you a little
good
something
hockey
about
program.
Lincoln-Sudbury.
Sure.
Okay. Because as you know, a Newton South graduate, class of 75.
Sure.
You weren't born in 75.
No.
Oh, my. I knew
Close,
you weren't.
close, but no.
There were two great soccer players that came out of Lincoln-Sudbury High School in the 70s named Lee and Perry Nelson. I'll never forget it because they were really, really good. And they won a state championship in 1974-75. I bet that banner's up there somewhere in that school, right?
Yeah.
And my high school, just for the record, I got to give them a plug because, heck, we only won 3 games. But we tied Lincoln-Sudbury the year that they won the state championship.
You can hang your hat on that tie then, right?
I've been hanging my hat in 1974 my entire life. How pathetic,
That's
right?
fantastic, right?
Hey, guys, good luck today.
Very nice to meet you. Thanks so much. We appreciate your time.
Good luck to you.
All right.
I'll take that.
All right.
I'm going to bring in Joe. We're going to bring in Joe. You guys exit out that way so you don't walk in front of the camera. All right, thank you. Come on in here, Joe Braverman. This is your debut, buddy. I don't know where Tom Kelly is, but that's all right. He's doing his job. Come on in here. So we covered a couple of games earlier today.
We did.
One was a girls' game between Waltham and Chelmsford, and then a boys' game between Duxbury and St. John's. Which game were you gone?
I had Duxbury and St. John's.
Okay, so the Duxbury-St. John's game, we have some footage of it. And
we do.
Take us a little bit through. What did you see in that game again? Again, these are scrimmages. These are preseason scrimmages, but it's a great way to kind of get everybody off and going here. So what did you see in this game?
It was definitely two competitive teams. As you can see here, really some great passing by St. John's. St. John's, a lot of hype. And of course, no different is Duxbury. And it was a very great game, very evenly matched. Surprisingly, it was very physical. I saw a lot of hitting. I saw there were many roughing penalties, 4-minute penalties. So you could tell how into these games they were. And then
here's a goal.
There's a goal there by St. John's that then gave them a 2-1 lead. It was a great goal, great passing, and then as you can see here, Duxbury, still fighting in it. They pulled their goalie, and they were able to get the goal off of deflection from St. John's. And that was the game-tying goal. It was 2-2, and that's how it ended.
Terrific. Great job on that report. And we do have a boys' game. No, a girls' game, Waltham and Chelmsford too, because there are girls' hockey teams here. And we were talking a little bit earlier about the development of the girls' hockey programs around the state, thanks to the success of the U.S. Olympic hockey team. And this is the Waltham-Chelmsford game. And I can't tell you, I bet Waltham's in red. I'm going to go out on a limb there. What do you think?
That's a good guess.
Is it a good guess? Does it say Waltham on their jerseys? That's always a good thing. But there's quite a few girls teams that are here taking part in this tournament. And the Algonquin and Hudson, is this you guys?
Algonquin Regional High School.
Yeah, and the Hudson against Haverhill.
Yeah.
So they're here somewhere.
They are.
All right. Have you seen anybody you know?
No.
Do they know that you're on television on a regular basis with me?
I would think they know.
All right. Fair enough. All right. We're going to put you back into the field now.
All right.
And you go find yourself another game. I think you may have a shot at getting on some camera before the end of the afternoon's over.
All right.
And perhaps in the announcer's booth, I haven't cleared that with our talent coordinator, Mr. Paul McNamara, but
okay.
We'll check that out.
All right.
You having fun today?
Oh, of course. It's been a great day.
And you're learning, right?
I am.
And if you like Joe's act, Mondays from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Knobscott Cafe in Framingham, we do a live sports talk show with the legendary Jimmy Myers. That would be Jimmy Young, Jimmy Myers. Joe is there. Tom Kelly is there. Sometimes we get the professor, Jason Siegel, out there.
We do.
I'll give him a shameless plug again, Knobscott Cafe in Framingham from 5:30 to 8:30. Go to YouTube to the channel, the Jimmy's Sports Talk. So that's my personal shameless plug. I appreciate it. Joe, you can put the mic right there.
All right.
And Marissa, maybe you can find me somebody else to talk to, or hey, come on in here. I get somebody to talk to. Jake, come on in here. Have a seat. Grab the microphone. Good job, Marissa. We got 5 minutes to fill. This is Jake Levin. He's a 3 minutes. Jake Levin, he's a recent graduate of the University of Rhode Island.
That's the one. Go Rhodey.
Go Rhodey. And you've got some experience doing play-by-play, and I think you are slated to do a game later today.
Yep, I believe I'm doing the 3:30 game. I couldn't tell you who's playing yet, but
Would you like to know?
Yeah.
Hudson and Norwell.
Hudson and Norwell.
Right.
Okay. Norwell borders Hingham. I know that much. Other than Hudson, never heard of him, but
tell me a little bit about your college career, how many games you were able to do as a college sportscaster.
I would estimate the number closer to 75 to 100. I did a lot of hockey. Hockey was my passion. Rhode Island club hockey, which I would like to see go varsity somewhere down the line here. That's another story for another time. Also did some men's and women's basketball. Did some baseball, did some football, I even did soccer. And I know you're a soccer guy.
I even hit soccer. What is that supposed to be?
Soccer's hard on radio, I think.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Oh, no, I agree. In fact, I've always felt that would be the most challenging sport because, there are a lot of people out there who don't understand the game and think it's just a bunch of people kicking the ball. That's not soccer. and describing where they are in a big field, and of course there's not a lot of scoring.
And it's the largest field that there is, too.
Yes, there is. Well,
that's
yeah,
a challenge.
Absolutely. But that's good that you got that experience. And that's the kind of thing that you and MyHockeyLive.com offers a lot of people. Take advantage of. If you'd like to give it a shot, have you ever thought about being a color analyst or a play-by-play guy in hockey, MyHockeyLive? We could get you the games. People are signing up as we speak, and we want to keep that going. You must be excited to be part of it.
Oh, I was ecstatic when actually a friend of mine who had done some work for Mark Igo in the past reached out to me and said, hey, you know, I heard Mr. Igo's starting this hockey website. He's looking for people. And I was like, yeah, right up my alley. So, yeah, it was a no-brainer. I'm still in the Hingham area doing some other media work, and this is definitely what I want to make a career of, and I couldn't think of a better way to keep it going post-graduation here.
That's fantastic. And I've always said to you, you got a good voice. You've got a good tone.
I appreciate that.
And you've got 75 to 100 games of experience already.
Give or
That's
take.
incredible. And that's at the University of Rhode Island.
Yep, plus actually my senior year of high school called some Hingham boys hockey games.
Excellent.
Year before they won it all, unfortunately, but close.
All right. Well, we're about ready to go to the next game, which I believe features Malden Catholic and St. Mary's of Lynn. This is going to be an exciting game. So hang in there. Let's toss it over to the broadcast booth. I'm going to guess it's Paul McNamara.